The roar of flames echoed through the quiet suburban street as smoke billowed into the night sky. Neighbors screamed and scrambled, grabbing whatever belongings they could salvage from their homes. Amid the chaos, one sound cut through it all, a small, panicked cry for help. It was faint, almost lost in the crackling roar, but it tugged at the heart like a lifeline. Inside the burning house, a tiny baby lay trapped, the fire creeping closer with every passing second. Every second counted, and every second felt like an eternity. Outside, a K9 police dog named Rex sniffed the air, his instincts kicking into overdrive. Rex wasn't just any dog, he had been trained for years in search and rescue. Loyal, fearless, and unwavering, he had saved countless lives before, but this night would test him like never before. As his handler shouted commands from behind the barricade of smoke and heat, Rex bolted toward the house, paws pounding on the pavement, eyes locked on the faint cry of the baby. The heat hit him like a wall, smoke stinging his eyes, but he pushed forward, his mind focused solely on one thing, saving that tiny life. Inside, the baby whimpered, trapped in a corner of the nursery. The fire had consumed most of the room, the walls glowing red and warping from the intensity. The smoke was thick, making it hard to breathe, and the baby's cries were growing weaker. The sight was terrifying, but the baby's innocence and vulnerability stirred a primal determination in Rex. He dodged falling debris, leapt over broken floorboards, and pressed forward, guided by the faint scent of life. The flames licked at his fur, but Rex didn't falter. The baby's life was more important than his own safety. Rex reached the nursery just as part of the ceiling began to collapse. With a strength and agility born of training and instinct, he shielded the baby with his body. The heat seared his back, and the smoke burned his lungs, but he refused to move until the baby was safe. Every nerve The night after the rescue was quiet, almost eerily so, as if the world itself was holding its breath. The flames had been extinguished, the fire crews had gone, and the charred remains of the house stood like a dark monument to the chaos that had unfolded. Yet in the midst of the destruction, there was life, there was hope, and most importantly, there was Rex, lying beside the baby, both of them exhausted but safe. The baby's parents couldn't stop holding their child, their tears of relief mingling with gratitude and awe. "I don't know how to thank you," the mother whispered to Rex's handler, stroking the dog's soot-covered fur. The father added, voice trembling, "He's not just a dog, he's a hero. He saved our child's life." Rex, sensing the warmth and appreciation, wagged his tail weakly, resting his head on the baby's tiny body as if to reassure them that everything was going to be okay. Word of Rex's bravery spread quickly. Neighbors who had only heard faint cries from a distance now arrived, some still shaken by the fire, some eager to see the courageous dog who had defied impossible odds. Children pointed at Rex, wide-eyed and whispering about the dog who had faced fire itself. Adults spoke in hushed tones, marveling at his loyalty and courage. A local journalist, drawn to the story, snapped photos of Rex beside the baby, capturing the bond that had formed under the most terrifying circumstances. But the aftermath wasn't just emotional, it was challenging. The family had lost their home and possessions to the fire. They faced insurance claims, temporary housing, and the overwhelming task of rebuilding their lives. And yet, even amid the stress, there was a renewed sense of purpose. Every time the baby laughed, cooed, or simply reached out for Rex's paw, the family felt a profound gratitude that no material loss could diminish. Rex had not only saved a life but had reminded them of the unshakable power of love, loyalty, and courage. For Rex, life returned to A. Years had passed since that terrifying night. The baby, now a curious and spirited young child named Aria, had grown under the vigilant eyes of her hero, Rex. The bond they shared was unbreakable, built not only on gratitude but on countless moments of trust, play, and silent understanding. Rex, older now but still strong and alert, never left her side. Wherever Aria went, he went too, a guardian not by duty but by choice. Life had brought stability and joy back to the family. Their rebuilt home stood proudly, a testament to resilience and hope. Aria would often recount the story of that night, wide-eyed with wonder as she watched home videos of the fire and Rex's heroic rescue. But more than tales of heroism, she carried with her lessons of courage, loyalty, and compassion, lessons Rex had taught her silently through every protective paw and gentle nudge. One summer afternoon, while exploring the nearby woods, Arya and Rex stumbled upon a new challenge, an accident waiting to unfold. A small child from the neighborhood had wandered too close to the river that ran through the forest. The current had become dangerous after recent rains, and the child had slipped, struggling to stay afloat. Panic erupted in Arya's heart, but she quickly called out for Rex. The dog, ever attuned to danger, sprinted ahead, ears back, tail straight, muscles coiled with purpose. Rex didn't hesitate. Diving into the river, water splashing violently around him, he fought the current with the same determination he had shown years ago in the fire. The little child flailed, eyes wide with fear, but Rex's strong jaws gripped the child's jacket gently yet firmly, ensuring safety without harm. Arya followed, racing to the river bank, heart pounding as she watched her lifelong protector perform another miracle. By the time Arya reached the water, Rex had already guided the child to the shore, panting heavily, fur soaked and matted with mud. Neighbors, drawn by the commotion, rushed to help, their eyes